I designed my, who's been to my website? Anybody? Oh, wow. I designed it myself. These are a lot of different complicated software packages. Some are really tough. I yell at Photoshop so much I'm going to claim it as a dependent on my taxes. See, I yell at my kids, I yell at Photoshop.
It would have been funnier yesterday, which was tax
Is it warm in here? I have a degree in mechanical engineering and an MBA from MIT. I suppose I could have been a Wall Street guru or been a consultant to corporate CEOs on strategic issues. Instead, I decided to actually benefit society by becoming a mystery writer. Does anybody have a boss they'd like me to kill? Did I mention I am a writer and not a comedian? What was I thinking? Writing's a great kid, but some writers are deluded. If you want to be a surgeon, you don't just operate after watching a few episodes of Grey's Anatomy. Right? If you're a pilot, you just don't fly a plane, even if you're a Delta Platinum traveler. But as a writer, you're perfectly qualified if you read a few books. To be a writer, you don't even have to take a typing test. Heck, you have to be more qualified to be an office temp than to be a writer, right? You know, I missed a joke. I'll tell it from memory. I'm often asked at these book talks how long it takes to write a book. Well, my books are about 80,000 words, and I type 40 words a minute, say. And I type for maybe 50 minutes per hour because I need 10 minutes to do Minesweeper. All right, so if you do the math, you know, I can do the math. That's about 40 hours, so it takes me a week to write a book. Unfortunately, it takes me 6 months to get all the words in the right order. I like you. You're going on tour with me. Every writer I know anticipates anxiously getting reviews. So far, I've been fortunate to get good ones for both books. Here are a few for Killer Routine, the one that's just out. From Kirkus Reviews, they say, Orloff generates considerable suspense en route to a conclusion most readers won't see coming. Good-hearted characters make this premiere of the Last Laugh series a winner. From Crime Spree magazine, a fun book with a traditional feel but also a page-turner. More, please. From RT Book Reviews, gritty and full of surprises, this is a fascinating glimpse into the world of stand-up comedy. It's definitely worth a read. But my favorite review is about Diamonds for the Dead, and it's from my son Stuart, who you met earlier. He says, quote, "No offense, Dad, but that book is way too good to have been written by you." Stuart will be available after the show to sign the books. After writing it, we're almost done. Relax. We're almost done. Home stretch. After writing a few crime fiction manuscripts, I realized I needed to do some research to learn more about crime. So I knocked over a 7-Eleven. And then another, and then another. At first, being an outlaw was exciting, exhilarating. But after a while, it got old. I mean, how many stolen Slurpees can one guy slurp? They finally caught me. I think it was my electric blue lips that gave me away. See, the Slurpees are blue and colors. No, I didn't really knock over 7-Eleven. I know, my mother-in-law's over here. What? No, can't. I haven't even committed a felony in months. In fact, the only crime I've committed lately is getting up here and trying to be funny. I did warn you, though, I have no trouble writing bad comedy. Right, I like to do these top 10 lists, so I got a new one. A brand new one, not the one you've heard before. This is what comedians do when they want to break the bad momentum. Here are the top, with apologies to David Letterman, of course, top 10 things I get asked at book signings. Number 10, should I know who you are? Number 9, do you live in a mansion? The answer is no. Number 8, And I have a part in the movie version. It's usually my son doing the asking. Number 7, how come your books don't have vampires in them? The next ones will. Number 6, do you know James Patterson? Number 5, are there refreshments?
Yes.
The real reason we're all here. All right. These are the top 10 things I get asked at book signings. Number 4, if I give you a great idea, can you write the book and split the money with me? Number 3, can you introduce me to your agent? Number 2, have you written any good books? Only written bad. The number 1 thing I get asked at book signings, do you know where the bathrooms are? They're in the back, to the left. Thank you, and good night, Rustin.
Put it on paper. Put it all on paper.
Yeah. Who's got questions? Stu.
Can I leave?
Who's got questions? Somebody must have them.
Do you know James Patterson?
I do not know James Patterson. I know someone who does know James. He's a nice guy. Somebody must have a question. Yes. I have a favorite comedy club that I visited. You know, I don't. When I was doing research for this, I talked to a guy named Basil White, and he was. We were at Wiseacres, which used to be in the Best Western, right? I think they're out of business. This guy looks suspiciously like Basil White. Is that Basil White? There he is.
Hi, everybody.
Right here. Right, how long have you been here,
I gotta start reading books.
Basil, how long have you been here?
About.
Did you see my shtick?
I did.
What do you think?
I did. Keep your day job.
This is my day job. No, being a comedian is really hard. And so I was at Wiseacres.
Yep, Wiseacres, Tyson's Corner.
Are they still in business?
No, they are not.
They're not. So I watch a lot of Comedy Central, DC Improv.
Does Jim and Java know?
As far as I know, they do not know. Now, it was interviewed in the Reston Patch. Am I familiar with the Reston Patch?
Yes.
And they mentioned that. So the reporter was going to see if the Vienna Patch wanted to pick up the article. Maybe they will know.
You said this is the first in a series. Are you having? Is your main character going to be the recurring detective?
Is my main character going to be recurring in this series? Yes. Channing Hayes is the comedian that co-owns the club. And he'll be in all the books. The second book will be out next April.
Does it have a name?
It has a name. No, it's called Deadly Campaign. Excuse me. Deadly Campaign, and it's about a friend of Channing's nephew is running for Congress, and there's some shady dealings in the campaign. It's deadly.